good afternoon, depending on the country you're based on. Oh God, I'm having a little rough morning, but let's chat. I don't want this my coffee to get on my blanket though. Guys, going on camera is not easy. Like I admire all these content creators, all these entertainers. Like it's not easy to put yourself out there because you don't even know who is watching. YouTube algorithm or YouTube live. YouTube recommend my life. I am live YouTube. Hi guys. Right, this life is not life in. I might delete it afterwards. I guess people are at work, in school and all that. How are you guys doing today being Thursday? Sometimes I'm just gonna come live for whatever reason because I promised myself something and I'm trying to keep to my words, which is why I make myself tune in, go live because I'm naturally a very shy person. I'm a very, very shy person, and I'm trying to conquer it. I'm trying to conquer it so I can do the things I love to do, I want to do, without the shyness holding me down. So that explains why I'll keep going live. I go live on TikTok, I go live on Bigo, I go live on Facebook page as well. It's a new thing that I just started doing for myself, just to prove to myself that I can do it, that I can conquer my shyness. That's just something I'm doing for myself. Oh, so if you're that shy person out there, don't let it win in your life. Shyness will make you procrastinate like a mad person. Yes. Shyness will keep you from something that will benefit you, something that can lift you up. Shyness will prevent you from doing that. Um, yeah. I'm just gonna do them being shy. If I can't get rid of the shyness, I'm just going to do what I want to do. Whatever I want to do. Just I'll do it being shy. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm shy, but I'm gonna do it. So if you're that person out there, that is as shy as me, as in like the shyness, they shake body. Like the shyness makes you like you're literally having panic attack or anxiety, like serious anxiety, trying to do something for yourself. Yeah, that's how mine is. I hate it though. I hate it though, but yeah, it's either I conquer it or it conquers me for life. And then when I'm gray and old, I'll be sitting on my senior chair and regretting, oh God, I wish I had, I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that. I wish I didn't let my shyness win. No, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that senior woman sitting on a chair, an elderly chair, and regretting a lot that I could have done, I should have done. I had the opportunity to do, but I didn't because I was shy. So here I am. I'm going to keep doing this, yeah? I'll keep doing this till I can look back and be like, what? Yeah, I'll keep doing it. I keep doing it. On Bigo, I have more people on Bigo supporting me there. When I go live on Bigo, I get a lot of support there. So, yeah, I'm trying to build my YouTube live, like my Bigo lives as well, and my Facebook lives. How are you guys doing today? Oh, I don't have much doing today, so I thought I should just come live on. Excuse me. Thought I should come live and Oh, really? There are filters on on YouTube, but I'm not gonna use it. It's just gonna make my it's just gonna make my insecurities worse. Good morning. How do you pronounce your name? Hello, hello. Good morning. Chin Melonola. Sorry, I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Hello, Laila. How are you guys doing today? Good, good, good. Good to know. I'm a new YouTuber, so I just go live, to grow my channel and see what happens. What are you guys up to today? What's that on my face? Should I tell you guys a story? A very interesting story. So, there is this friend of mine, yeah. We are friends, and then no, no, I shouldn't tell it. No, 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 not this one. 6 7. My kids, they say a lot of this 6 7 thing. What does that even mean? Haley last. Can you tell me what 6 7 means? Kids in the UK, they say a lot of that. I don't know what it means. Can you tell me? What does 6 7 mean? It means go. Right. Okay. Anyways, should I tell you guys a story, a real life story though? Go. What does go mean? Doesn't make sense because kids say it a lot in this country. Even when I went to Lidl's to do some food shopping, the the assistant there, when he was helping me with stuff, and my kid 67, and he said 6 7 back to them. Everybody started laughing. 6 7, 6 7. Anyways, should I tell you guys a story? Let me know. Should I tell you guys a story? I'm a kind of a deep person, so I don't know. I don't want to say like a real life story and then I'll go so deep and say things that I shouldn't say. That would be crazy. A person said 6 7 in a YouTube channel. Okay. So now the whole world is saying 6 7 because of that. Any crazy things, trends a lot. But then good things don't trend much. That is what I've noticed. Good people don't trend much, just crazy things trends. And it becomes like if you don't know it, then you are living under a rock. Story time. I'll tell you guys a story. How my friend, I think she's an ex-friend now, was messing with my baby daddy, and he told me, but I never confronted her about it. Should I tell that story? Till date, she doesn't know that he told me. Now let me tell another story. Thank you for the heart, Haley Last. I should tell another story. I'm thinking about it. The stories I have for myself is quite deep, and I don't think I'm ready to put it out there though. It is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Okay, I'll tell a story of how I stopped going to church for what country am I from? I'm from Nigeria. Originally from Nigeria, but you can if you know Nigerians, you know I have the deep accent of a Nigerian. It doesn't matter how long I've been in this UK, that accent is still there, my mother tongue, and I'm so happy that I haven't like I'm happy that it's still there. Like I can still touch base with my motherland with my accent. Because there are some people that I see here, when I ask them, how long have you been here? Because of the way they are forming their accents. Some will say three, some will say five. But the way they are sounding is like they don't. they're embarrassed to be Nigerian or to have their Nigerian accents. They just come and be forming. Oh, okay. I'm from what country are we from? I don't understand Haley last. I don't understand the question. So, what was I saying before? My brain is roasted. Yeah, how I stopped going to church. The reasons why I decided that church is not for me anymore. Hi, Haley Lass. The reason why I decided to remove myself from church. Story time. Okay, Haley, stop the 6767 thing. That means I should go. Okay, I'm going. I'm going. We go with the story. Um, when I was young, yeah, I had kids quite early when I was young, and I was in a city where it it wasn't diverse at all as at then. Around 2013, 2014, 2015, it wasn't diverse at all. It was more of students there, not like much families there. So I had my first child, and they were I do go to church just to feel among and just to feel like I belong to a community, and so I can access support from them as well. But the problem is I had my first child and I wasn't married. And it's this Nigerian church, African church, right? So because of that, the treatment you will get, they will look at you like you are cursed actually. If you have a child without doing it the proper way, without being married, having a husband and all that, and you have a child, they will even try to be advising you to get a man, like to um give somebody a chance to be with somebody and all that. They'll be advising you to do that. Find somebody to marry now you have a child and all that. And I used to be very uncomfortable with that. And the kind of look they will give you. And when they're advising you, you see that judgmental advice. You just feel it. You feel like they're not even seeing you as a human being first. They're just like, why would you have, yeah, I don't know how to really put it in words, but you can feel that they are judging you because you had a child out of wedlock. So I stopped going to church for a while, but then because it's UK, as at then UK, if you don't have any community or family around, the boredom is so bad. The boredom is so bad in the UK. So I started going back again. Sometimes they will come to my house to pray for me and advise me, to try and, couple up with somebody. Um, I did give it a thought. Then I met somebody else, right? Because of all those things that they have been saying, and I tried to give it a chance with the new person I met, okay? A few months, just 2 months after knowing this person, I fell pregnant with my second child, but my first child with this new person, right? So we are together, everything was going fine, but this new person does not want any of them around me. Doesn't want any of them around me. Uh, for me, I was really happy. Okay, finally, I found somebody. Like if I go to church now, I will be accepted. I will be looked at like a human being or whatever. But now the problem is now the person that I found. He doesn't want them coming to our house anymore. No church thing now. He doesn't want us going to church there now. So For me, I was kind of okay with it. At least I found somebody, right? So we can just stay together. And if I'm with him, maybe I don't need any church or anything, any belonging to any church. So but then I didn't know it was kind of a tactic of abusers or narcissistic people. They try to isolate you from things that you are already used to, but I didn't know that then. So for me, I felt like, okay, I'm good now. I found somebody. So we had our first child. Things started happening really bad. I didn't know how to go back to the church, like, without him, because everybody now believes or knows that I'm now coupled up with somebody, right? I will not be respected or whatever, all those things. But now we are having issues, and I'm trying to go back to what I was used to, or what I know, which is the church. But then now I have a second child. How am I going to go back to this church, right? With two babies and no man. Um, but I did give it a shot. I went back. They did come to me. Hi, Georgina, you okay? Oh, your babies are so cute. I know that. Where is their dad? You didn't come to church with their dad. Or, oh, part of me wanted to tell them the real truth of what's happening, why I came to church alone. But then, with how they were treating me, I didn't want to like tell them we are having issues and we are kind of separated temporarily. I didn't want to tell them that, so they don't look at me like, what? This girl, what is wrong with you? So I didn't tell her. I said he's fine. He went to work. He's on a work trip and all that. So they treated me really nice, because to them now I'm coupled up with somebody, right? So I like that feeling. Again, that was me then. I was quite young. I was 21, 22 as at then, with, yeah, 21, with two babies. So they treated me really nice and all that. But then they were asking me why haven't they seen me for a while and all that. I told them, well, my partner and I, we were, sorting things out and trying to build stuff, and I was pregnant. They said, okay, it's fine. Oh, your kids are cute and all that. So, but me, I was dying inside, because I know I and my partner, we were temporarily separated, which was what brought me back to church. So, um, fast forward, we got back together again, and this time he agreed that we can be going to church, but it's not going to be the Nigerian church. So we found, is it King's Christ the King or something like that? Is an Anglican, is it Anglican or Catholic church, something like that? Think it's Anglican or Catholic church. We found that, then we started going together as a family to the Anglican church, and everything was going fine. Everything was going fine. I had a friend that was supporting and all that, but she had her own intentions. You know that friend that you have around, right? And then she have this particular tone when it's just both of you. Okay, I'm not going inside, so I'm gonna see you later. Okay, hey Lilas, thanks for the time. Thanks for the time, anyways. Those friends, when they come around you, you guys chat and chill, you know their tone, right? And then your partner comes in and their voice changes, their tone changes. Hi, Chase. Yeah, I used to be shocked when her voice changed. Anytime my ex partner is around, I used to be shocked the way her voice would just change automatically. I'll be like, ha. But then I didn't. I wasn't that exposed to know a lot of things that people are capable of doing. So I didn't really used to think that deep. I only used to be shocked that her voice changed. Like, so, but it was later down the line she became aware of how toxic our my relationship with my partner was, and she became really involved in our business, right? Until one day she came to our house. She stayed till midnight. So we are all drinking and all that. And then it was time for her to go. I think she left around almost 1 a.m. in the morning. So I asked my partner to go drop her off, which he did. But then her house is not that far, but this guy took like 1 hour. I think almost 1 hour before he came back. I was already all like worked up, like what's holding him? What happened? But a thing like when you're connected to someone and they're doing something, you feel it unless they're not. Hi, Grigid. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. So that feeling that you get as a woman, that's yeah, I don't know if everybody have it or just few people. When your partner is doing something with another energy, like someone else, right? You feel it. So I was having those feelings, and he wasn't back yet. When he finally got back, he was looking all guilty, and I said, "What happened?" I was asking, "What happened? Why did it take this long?" Her house is just down, not like two, let me say 5 minutes drive. Her house. So why did it take like almost 1 hour? So I was like, I was all worked up. Like, you cannot. Did you go somewhere else? Did you stay with her? I was pressed and I was questioning him. And I said, okay, uh, that I'm always paranoid. If he tells me now, what am I going to do? That he never wanted to go drop her off. That I was the one that told him to go drop her off. I say, yeah, yes, he's our friend. She's our mutual friend. Why not? And it was very late for her. There's no bus available to take her home. I had to ask him to take our car, drop her back, and come back, and he stayed almost 1 hour. So he started blaming me that I was the one that made him to go drop her off. That what happened was my fault. I was like, what happened? What happened? What happened between you guys that took you this long to come back? Hmm. What he said after I asked the question, what happened? He said to me on the way to drop her to her house, she started making advances to him. And when they got to her place, she leaned to kiss him. I looked at him. I was like, me, I didn't even have problem with with our mutual friend kissing him. Thank you so much, Oreo. I didn't even have any problem. My point there is my problem was with him. Somebody leaned forward. You didn't punch her. You didn't. And she he told me that she kissed him, but he did not kiss her back. But we all know that's a big lie, right? We all know that's a big lie. But then I was quite young and naive, very naive. I was very naive. Like when he said that, it just confirmed what I was feeling. At least I stopped feeling like I was crazy the moment he mentioned that something happened. And then he said to me, I was the one that asked him to go drop her off. If I haven't asked him to do that, such thing wouldn't have happened. That was what he said to me. A lot was going through my head. I was like, no, it can't be my friend. It can't be our friend because she's our mutual friend. He knew her through me, but then she became our mutual friend, which was totally fine with me. So, but then he was blaming me. The reason why she was able to do that was because I asked him to go and drop her off. Mimi Jackson, thank you so much. He was like, that happened because you asked me to drop her off. And I felt a little bit bad because I did. And I was thinking in my head, but I never thought my friend could do such. But even at that, I never confronted her. She didn't know. He told me. Whether something more happened, I don't know, because the only thing he could tell me was that she kissed him, but he did not kiss her back. But that put a lot of trust issues. Like, since then, I stopped. I don't let her come to my house because I don't want him to blame me again if anything else happened between them again in the future. So he doesn't blame you. I was the one that was pushing him towards her. So I just stopped. I didn't want her to be coming to our house, especially anytime he's around. I don't let her come to my house. So do you style it or is natural? Uh should I tell you the secrets? Mimi Jackson. It's not natural, Mimi Jackson, okay? It's not natural. Anyways, back to what I was saying. At the time, I had to cut her off, and she didn't know the reason why I cut her off because it was still ringing in my head that I was the reason why that happened. Do you understand? It was still like what he said to me was still ringing in my head. If I hadn't asked him to drop her off, she wouldn't have made advances towards him and all that. So I stopped talking to her, and another thing she doesn't know is that he will always tell me that my friend divorced her husband, and now she's miserable, and she's going to be advising me to also not to be with him so I can be miserable with her. He was saying all that to me, but she wasn't aware. That all of that put together with the kissing and all that made me, I was like, I don't want to talk to this my friend anymore. I stopped talking to her, but we go to the same church. So one day after church, these white people's church, after church, they do have this coffee and biscuits time thing. So I and my partner and our kids were just down there having coffee, and the kids are running around and all that. She came to me. She came to the table where I was seated with my partner. She was like, Gina, why you not picking my calls? What happened? She sat down there. She started crying, and my partner was looking at me and looking at her, and she doesn't know that he's already told me that she kissed him. I don't know whether to be angry or frustrated, or should I just lash out in the church there. I didn't know the feeling to express at that moment. She was just crying that she doesn't understand, that she just moved to Plymouth recently, that and I'm like a family to her, and all that I'm not picking up her call. What did she do wrong? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. She doesn't know what she did wrong. Can I tell her what she did wrong so she can, see if she can make amends and all that? I told her nothing, that we've been busy, we did had a big fight and all that. We're just trying to. I didn't tell her that he told me she kissed him. I didn't tell her that. And I wish I did though, but I did not at that point. Yeah, what would telling her bring in? I'm not in a relationship with her. You get, if I can sort it out with my partner, I'm good. I don't have to confront her. But again, knowing what I know now, I wish I did confront her. I wish I did let her know, to know if my partner is lying or if she's the one lying. Do you understand? But I did not confront her about it at all. I just told her, we had a big fight. We're trying to sort things out and all that, which is why I've not been talking, I've not been picking her calls. So after that, we all went home to my house together, everybody. Someone I did say to myself, she's not coming to my house anymore and all that, but I wanted to let things go by because at this point, my partner have cut off everybody in my life. Even my uni friends that used to come to my house, nobody wants to come to my house anymore because of the way he is towards them. Even one of them wanted to press charges on him because he assaulted him. My uni friend and her male friend, his male friend came to my house. I think I was pregnant then. They came to visit just to check on me and all that. because just because she came with a male friend, my partner was so mad that she brought a male friend for me. That's how he was thinking. And this my partner we're talking about. He's like 5 years older than me as at then. I was 21, he was 25, 26. So he assaulted a male friend in my house that came with my female friend. Yeah, so a lot of my friends heard about it, and they distanced themselves from me. Like, so just having that my friend back in my life again, it would just mean that I have somebody, not just my partner, because all I had then was just my partner. That's the way he wanted it. He didn't want anyone else around me, nothing, just him. So um after the cry and everything else, I was like, this my friend is the only person I have right now. I will let her back in my life, and I did. And my partner was not happy about it at all. He started filling my head up again about this my friend. He said this my friend is gonna make me miserable. It's gonna make me like lose him and all that. Sometimes I will believe you, and sometimes I'll be like, then if I chase this my friend away, who else do I have when you go to work? When you go on work trip, who else do I have? Nobody. So at the time I started rebelling against all the negative things that he would say about my friend. I started rebelling against it. Even though I know that he said she kissed him. I had to brush down that carpet just so I can have her in case anything happens in the future. So I started rebelling against the negative things he says about this. My friend, I let her, even when he's at work, she'll be in my house, we'll be around, chatting and doing stuff together as friends. And anytime he finds out and comes back home, he'll be so mad at me. Like, so if he goes to work, I'll let this my friend come to the house for what? For what reason? So another tactic he tried to stop that is when he goes to work, he'll call me on video call. We'll stay on video call for a long time. I'll be doing things, taking care of the kids while being on video call with this man while he's at work. He will tell me, see, you don't need anybody in the house. He will tell me, you don't need anybody in the house to keep you company. We can be on the phone talking and all that. And then I thought it was love and all that. And I was okay with it. But I'll pause this story for now. More story to come. Like, when you are with somebody and you are not that exposed, yeah, there are a lot of things that they'll be doing to you that is not normal, but then you don't know any better. And they are counting on you not knowing any better. So they will continue to do that to you. And for you, the naive person or the shy person or the delusional person, you be accepting it. You think it's love. That's the way they are loving you. Uh, maybe that's what love looks like or feels like, but it's not, because all these things by the time they are done securing you all for themselves, knowing that when their real self start coming out, yeah, there will be nobody for you to talk to or run to or get bad advice from. You get you, sorry guys, I don't know what's I keep saying sorry. Oh god, this is so bad. So once they are done isolating you from everyone, from everything, then their real true color will start popping out. This is how these people operate. And I was in this for on and off for 6 years. This is how they operate. Once they don't secure you finish and they know that they have chased everybody away from you, then their real color, the real monster, and then will start showing up. And then you start longing for that time they were being to you, you thought they are being protective or protective of you because they love you. You start wanting them to continue to be that way, but no, that's not who they are. They only did that to make sure that you'll be all alone when they start treating you, when they start showing you their real self. Nobody's going to be there to tell you how this man, the way this man is treating you is very bad. Oh, run away. Oh, nobody will be there to advise you because they have succeeded in chasing everybody away. But you see that my friend, she no gree go anywhere. There was a time she was in our house and we got into a fight. And she tried to like tell him, bro, why are you doing that to this girl and all that? He lashed out on her and called her Olosho. Like in English name, he called her Olosho. That is why she's alone and she wants Jenna to leave him and be alone and miserable like her. Normally, if my friend's man or husband says that to me, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. She not go anywhere. She stayed. She stayed. This guy got into a big fight with me. She even called the police. The police came that day. The police came. She gave them statement of what she witnessed. So that made me start thinking, like, how did this my friend kiss you? But she's here standing for me. Did this man lie to me or something? Because there is no way like that happened. And now this my friend is seeing opportunity to even get closer to him with all our fight and toxicness. But no, she called the police because of what was happening. The police came, she gave the police statements and all that. So that made me even grow more fond of her. My relationship with her even started growing stronger. I no longer remember the kissing, whether it was a lie or true. I don't care anymore. Do you understand? I started leaning towards her more because I think I was 23 then and she was 34 or 35. She's quite older than me and more experienced than me. So I started listening to her more because anytime I tried to rebel towards my partner, right? He will say, what are you? Are you five or something? He tried to belittle my age and he will call me crazy and all that. And then when he zooms out of the house with anger or whatever, I'll be crying. I'll ask my friend, is something wrong with me? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you know the things that she did to make me realize, okay, this is actually true? Maybe that's, no crazy person can be doing all of this. Anytime I asked her, do you think I'm crazy? Do you know what she would do? She would take me to my kitchen. Hi, Ugo Best. She would take me to my kitchen and say, do crazy people know how to keep their kitchen clean, their dishes, cook healthy food and all that? I would say no. She will open my fridge. She say, see how clean this fridge is. You see the foods in the fridge. You see the fruits in the fridge. People that are mentally unstable, they cannot function. They are not able to do all of this. And then she'll call my kids closer. She'll say, see how clean your kids are and they are healthy. If you are that crazy, you won't be able to be functioning like this. So anytime I ask her of that, she will remind me of so much that I'm doing for myself without any support. And she will tell me people that are mentally unstable don't function like this. And she kept on reaffirming me that I am okay. I'm only expressing myself, even though he doesn't like it, but it's just me expressing myself. That doesn't mean that I'm crazy. So it now made anytime my ex calls me that, it doesn't have that much effect on me anymore. He calls me crazy, okay? So all the things he used to say to me before that used to make me cry and feel so down and, you know, feel so little about myself. All those things that he used to say to me, my friend used to uh let me know that I'm not any of that because I'm functioning okay. I'm not any of that. So, guys, I'm gonna stop here with this story because I'm going so deep, and I don't want to go so deep before somebody yeah. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm almost live up to 1 hour, almost 1 hour. So I'm gonna go, guys. Maybe in my next life I'll continue with this story. But I'm scared of going so deep with this conversation. I'm overthinking what I'm saying, so I don't so I don't say too much. I'm just touching bases. But Just so you know what I went through on and off for 6 years with a narcissist. The fact that I did not get to that point of unaliving myself, huh? Nobody feel make me like nobody can affect me like that anymore. That's just it. And I'll try my best while I'm telling these stories not to go so deep with the dark things that happened. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go off now and I'll catch up with you guys maybe tonight. All right.